back to the X Lounge. I am Brian, your host. Today's review is the AMT 88 Mustang. Not my usual kind of subject, however, I am kind of attracted to these and interested to see what's going on in here. So, we will go to the back. I mean, I could show you the sides, but you can see that in the store. First thing we do is a little bit of operating here. I've got my sterile scalpel. There's a sticker on that that's bugging me. Alright, first incision along the posterior dermatitis. Then a little bit of a cut along the axial flatus. Take care of the polar flexes here. And then a maintenance cut along the anterior elm. Whoa! So there's all the goodies. Where's my tray? I've got to have my tray. Okay. Now I'm going to put this over here. Bring this down here. Get out the big scissors that are still contaminated with some residue. So here is the chrome tree. There's a little bit of grit under the chrome, not a lot though. Just a couple pieces on the back of what I'm assuming to be rearview mirrors. Got some interesting engine parts there, considering we might be delving into a realm that I don't fully understand. Looks like it's got some wide tires in there. So that's the chrome. Put that away before it gets scratched up. There's some tires. These are some wide ones. No names. They've got a pretty decent looking tread on them. Very retro. That's the only way I can describe them. There is no seam down the middle. And there's nothing that you need to trim. They are ready to go as they are. That's a nice set of tires. Here's the other set of tires. These are radial T and A's. BF Goodrich. I've seen a lot of these tires before. They do have seam. Pretty thick tread, although it doesn't look like a... Well, from a distance it looks like a car tread, but up close it doesn't look like any car tread I've seen. Still attractive though. Still does the part. Here's our glass. I'm going to leave it in the bag. I don't see any scratches or cracks. Everything looks good. There's a body and floor pan and frame. A little bit of factory dirt there. Push mark on the floor pad, the floor mat. This is a hatchback, so is it a hatchback? No, well, kind of. Yeah, it's a hatchback. So it's got to have this extra bit of interior. That looks okay to me. I don't see any issues there. Take a gander at our body. There is some ghosting from texture underneath. This is stamped 2022 and 2020 from round 2. Made in that place. So there is some factory residue crammed into parts, crammed into spots, like maybe somebody with dirty hands handled it. There's grit, there's gook in there. That's a nice looking though. That's a nice looking vehicle for a modern day kind of thing. I know it's 88, but compared to most model cars, it's fairly modern. 5.0. Alright, I don't see any glaring problems. There is some seams to be sanded down. Nothing major though. The ghosting on the roof is probably the biggest crime. Easily fixed though. Alright. A bag of parts. Some headers, spare tire, console, steering wheel. I think that's a CB. I think that's a CB right there in there. Alright. I had a 78 Chevy Monza and I had a CB in it in probably 88. Probably the same year this was going on. So there's the seats. It's got an interesting pattern. Looks like the same pattern that's on the tires. I guess that's the back seat. Oh, there's the dashboard. Let's see how close we can get to that. The dashboard has some features. These vents are pretty nice looking. There's some more seats and some undercarriage. Couple of louvers maybe. Ah, that's interesting. Interior panels that go from one end to the other. Engine compartment connected to the interior. Another bag of parts. There's the hood. The cutout for the scoop that of course leaves a ghost on the other side. There is an exhaust that is almost cracked off of its post. No biggie. There's another hunk of exhaust. And we got some springs there. There's a bunch to take off of those springs. That looks like a mess. And the engine. That hose looks pretty good. I like that. I guess that's the air intake hose. Not many decals. So the decals, we've got some stripes. Okay, our decals, mostly stripes. There's a couple of all the gauges are there. That's a good thing. And the keyholes, that's interesting. But yeah, oh. the gauges are there. That's my big plus. And some license plates from Florida, Texas, Michigan. And some exterior 5.0 decals. Instructions. There's our instructions. Not so much of a background, just more of a be sure to read the instructions before you start kind of thing. You know what no one ever does. Although we're doing it right now, aren't we? I like to look at the instructions to see what parts are in here. Meaning before I get started. Well, there it is. AMT's 88 Ford Mustang. I didn't mention it before. It is kit number 1216. Pretty straightforward vehicle. I don't think it would throw you for any loops construction-wise. Who knows what the fitment is like, though. Only time will tell on that. It's an attractive little car, especially with the fatter wheels in the back. That'll be interesting to see what it looks like. And I'll have to do some thinking as far as what exactly I'm going to do with mine, which, as you know, is half the fun. Thinking about what it's going to be and then trying to turn it into what you were thinking it was going to be. And a lot of times it has its own idea of what it's going to be. And you end up with a little bit of its personality and a little bit of your own all crammed in together. So we're going to call it a video this time. Please subscribe if you would like. Hit that down button and click on the bell icon, and you will be notified the precise second that our next video is released into the wild. Thanks for watching.
Ah, 10.